Hello, welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising for the second week of July 2019. Thank you, Taurus, for your support. And this is the Oracle card during Virtue. I believe these are the daily guidance. And this was my very first deck. That's before I even realized I was reading cards, folks. I used to pull one with my daily meditation to give me guidance for the day. And Spirit told me to use those today. Here we go, Taurus. Assertiveness. I don't believe we have any trouble being assertive, Taurus, do we? At the bottom of the deck, we have noticed the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent, with your feathers, coins, and other signs you put on your path to remind you that you are loved and never alone. But that's actually your card. And there's like a purple theme here, right? A pinkish purple theme here in this card. There's a synchronicity here. So let's read it for you. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guidance and guiding your words. Okay, so it's saying that this situation can be healed with gentleness. But, however, I'm going to put this here for you, Taurus. I don't know why. My intuition is telling me to put that, it's the cat eye crystal down for you. Here we have the King of Pentacles. That's been quite popular today. But yes, we're just asking you, however, you really need to bring in your strength here. Okay, they will stand by you, and yes, it can be healed with gentleness and with love, but it's requiring for you to be truthful and to be strong with the other people involved. Because it seems like for some of you, especially if you were, oh, okay, there we go. So we have the King of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. King of Pentacles, that's your energy, Taurus. We have the King of Cups. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is very strong energy here. Very, 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 very strong masculine energy here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. Perfect. So the Seven of Cups, let's go here. The Seven of Cups deals with illusion, with confusion, right? Lacking courage when it comes to emotions in making a decision, right? Because we see here this man with all the cups, like all around them, and he's not even looking. He's already thrown in the towels. He's screaming, I don't know, praying and supplication, head on the ground, and behind him is that loving union. I feel like that's what he's imagining. That's what he wants. That's the wish here, right? But it's as if like all those cups, he's opened all those cups, he's looked at all those cups, it's not there. That union is not an option for him. That's what he wants. That's what he's seeking. So it seems like after going through all these cups, after selecting to all those cups, that love, that union, that connection is not there. You cannot find it in any of those options that are available right now. So that's left them in with a sense of despair here, right? And it seems like that despair is not necessarily truth, right? It seems like that option, it may not be right now, but it seems like maybe tomorrow that option will be available to him, but he cannot see there because he's so lost in his despair, right? And here the card at the bottom of the deck was asking you to notice the signs, and that Spirit is sending you signs. And what behind them is that sign, that dream that he has while his face is buried in that grass, it's right there behind him. He just turned. He's too busy looking in the cups, right, in the emotional part. But if he perhaps look up in the sky, he would see that union is very much possible. That union has already been formed. That union has already been blessed. That union is already happening, right, in the 4D world, in the 5D world, in the unseen world, right, in the heavens, because that's what is showing up here. So pay attention to the sign. If it's something that's very important to you, that you want, that has seemed a little bit elusive, that keep kind of like you cannot put your grasp on it, that keeps kind of like passing through your fingers, right? You cannot put a hold on it. Just know that it's the illusion is also an illusion part of your mind, right? That sense of illusion that you're feeling, that elusiveness of the situation of what you want, is also an illusion, because it's not so elusive, because it's already happening. It's about to bring it back, to ground yourself into it. So there you are, Taurus, feeling quiet, abundant, right? Being abundant, not just feeling it, because you are. The King of Pentacles is a very abundant king. He has a lot of material wealth, right? He knows how to, he's the earthly king. He knows how to manipulate the earthly elements to make it work for himself, and he does so very beautifully, and he gets a lot of rewards out of it. And it's also the career person here, the King of Pentacles. And here we go, and the King of Cups. So a lot of you may be dealing with a water sign, so someone with a lot of water energy. So we have two kings facing each other. He's looking straight ahead, right? He's not even looking at the pentacle in his hand. It's almost like he's looking straight ahead, happy, with a white smile in his face. Even his eyes are also smiling. Pentacles in both hands, but the way he's holding it, the pentacle, it's as if it's not extended that way, right? It's like he's not extending, look at the card, he's not extending it that way, ending it to someone, he's extending it up, understanding the value of it, willing to keep it for himself if the person that's worthy of it does not come forward, right? Let me put it forward so you can see the way he's holding it. The other one is still set on the table. He's in no hurry. The earth elements are very grounded. It's slow pacing energy, okay? And perhaps for some of you, that's been the issue, that what you're offering to somebody else is coming in so slow that there's a sense of confusion about it, or that what the person is bringing forward towards you, or that person you're seeking so much that you think is your person, is coming, it's manifesting in the 3D world so slow that you're coming to a sense of like, maybe that's never gonna happen. I have all this abundance, I have all these things, but the one thing I really want, that one wish, it's just not happening. It's like not an option for me. I'm looking all around me, I don't see it. Right, Taurus? For those of you this is resonating with. So here you are in your full power, holding that pentacle, willing to hold on to it for as long as you may, because you're not just gonna hand it over to the next person. You're only gonna give it to the person that's deserving of it, okay? And that pentacle may be a ring, that may be your love, that pentacle may be your affection, that pentacle may be a commitment, that pentacle may be a job offer, whatever it is. And the next thing we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups sometimes is seen as a player king, but here he's smiling, but the smile is slight, and he's looking over there. He's looking at the Wheel of Fortune, right? He's looking at the Wheel of Fortune. He's looking straight ahead, and he's looking over there. So it's to say here, the wealth is important. You have it. You're secured in it. But the King of Cups here, what the King of Cups is looking at, the emotional aspect of the self. Excuse me, if this is someone else, if this is not someone else, and this is the energy that you're picking up right now during this time, Taurus, it's as if to say here, you are coming to an understanding to stop worrying about not seeing, and being confused about not seeing that wish fulfillment, and then you're standing strong in your own power. He has the crab here on his lapel, right? It's like crabs are slow moving energy too. Cancer energy. We are in Cancer season. I just noticed it for whatever reason. We're in Cancer season, and Cancer deals with the home, family, right? With children, building that home base, right? That foundation together. That's Cancer, nurturing. And it's as if kind of like you are not gonna keep on worrying and throwing yourself on the ground over this. You're gonna stand tall, wear your crown, and look at that wish fulfillment, that emotion that you want to display, your happiness. It's almost like you're coming to understand that this is your fate, or at least you're looking at fate to make it happen, at the wheel to make it happen, at your destiny to make it happen, okay? And this is such an interesting Wheel of Fortune. We have everything here. We have all the elements on the four corners with it. We have all the zodiac signs. We have the flower of life here displaying on this Wheel of Fortune. Like the planets are here. We have everything here on this wheel. And it's and yes, it has to do with fate, and yes, it has to do with, it's the wheel of of destiny. But the wheel of fortune also keeps on turning, right? It turns, it doesn't stay stagnant, the wheel of fortune. And here we are talking about Taurus, and here you are, Taurus, right here, at least the planet representing Taurus. You are standing, you are right here, and on that southwest corner, as he's looking right there facing you. And I want to take a clarification card on that wheel of fortune for you, okay, Taurus, because I really feel like for this, yes, there is a sense of timing here, that things are gonna start moving for you, but you have to allow it to develop, because it's not all up to you. There's fate at play here. The wheel has to keep on turning, right? It seems like the wheel is turning this way, and here is Taurus, and it's almost like you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stations to go before you're on top of the wheel. So for some of you, Taurus, that may be 4 moon cycles. I don't know why that's coming to me. And that may be 4 days, as this is earth signs. We're talking about earthly days here, or it could be 4 months, depending on your own situation. But it's as if to say the time is not yet here. The time is not here yet. And yes, you can heal this with you can heal this situation gently and with love, with the understanding of you're not in control of this and you're going to allow things to develop. But if anyone is playing with your emotions, and if you feel if it's anyone that's bringing in that confusion for you or creating that confusion, you're going to have to be strong and assertive with them and letting them know this is just not going to work out. And here we have to clarify the wheel of fortune, the 5 of Pentacles, the card of lack, material lack, card of abandonment, right? Of poverty, of feeling a sense of not having enough, not being enough. And this is what I feel like some of you, this is the almost like the 5 of earth. And this is what I was saying. This is the wheel here. There's a time period here before this happens for you. It's almost like there's a time period here before you start. I'm going to take those kind of like flipped up for you. There's a time period here before you can start enjoying this love that you want, or whatever it is, that thing that you really want. And it seems like you also need to speak your truth here, because there is someone who is playing, who is messing the situation for you. This is the 7 of Swords, okay? This is the 7 of Swords. There is someone who's making it difficult for you, going through that process. This is like what's a blockage towards your happiness, Taurus, okay? This is 2-5 we have here. Those 2-5 create the 10, that 10 of Pentacles. This is the blockage to it, okay? So for those of you, I was saying before, we have 5 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles here. I think it's a matter of months, between 4 to 5 months, okay, before this, whatever it is that you're looking for, to start coming to start really manifesting for you. It's for some of you it might be 5 weeks. Yes, for some of you it might be 5 days. But I feel like for the most of you it will be a matter of 5 months, because it's almost like each one of those zodiac signs represent a month, right? A monthly period here. So we are in Cancer season. Keep counting until that wheel keeps on turning, until we get to that Taurus, you're on top of that wheel, and that your time comes up. Because it feels like that's why that elusiveness, it has to do, just not time yet for things to manifest in this realm for you, and for you to pay attention to the sign. In the meantime, Taurus, do not allow anybody to bring conflict, to make you feel like to make you feel like a sense of lack. While things are developing, while things are happening, you can still enjoy life. You can still live. You can still feel abundant. You can still be in your happiness because you're abundant. You can still enjoy the rewards of your hard work, okay? You don't have to be in that phase of conflict and feeling abandoned and feeling a sense of lack. No. Yes, this time period, this waiting time, this separation perhaps maybe a blockage to two people coming together, to actualizing that relationship. But you don't have to be miserable during this time either. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to say here, and that's a message for you, Taurus. And let's pull a woman's oracle card for you, because this clearly is an emotional situation. But the most important thing here, you have to speak your truth, to let it be known. Okay, don't sit there and wait for the wheel to turn. You also have to let it be known. Wow, the card flip, I can't, oh, there it is. You have to let it be known what you expect. Yes, it may not happen right away, but you have to speak your truth as well. Pay attention to the red flags. Look at the synchronicities here. Notice the signs. Spirit is going to be sending you signs, okay? Notice the signs. The signs are cushioning you. Signs. Pay attention, Taurus, during this time. There's something that I feel like you need to pay attention to. You need to know. When something is not happening, there's a reason for it. And I feel like it's as if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes about something, right? Because we keep getting the signs here, and all those cups are here, but somehow you cannot see that this can happen for you, right? It's like you're blinding to your own truth. You cannot see this is a possibility for you. Or perhaps someone is making you think this is a possibility when there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Someone is telling you, yes, this is possible, making you believe this is possible, when in reality, in what's actually happening here on this earth, it's not possible. It's not an option. Okay, so pay attention. Whatever is your situation, whichever one of those scenarios that that speak to you, that resonate to you, pay attention to the signs. Okay, that's the biggest message that's coming through here. And getting to know each other, that's the card actually jumped out onto the floor for you. Okay, pay attention to get to know each other. You see, I'm saying again, pay attention to the red flags as I'm looking at this card and reading it. And what's coming out of my mouth is this. So it's very, very, very important. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. It seems like, Taurus, perhaps you do not know someone as much as you think you do. There is a need here to really get to know somebody. By the way, at the bottom of the deck, of the clarifying deck, which is the after tarot, it was a page of swords, okay? Which is a page of swords, deals with trying to deals with that. There's a storm brewing in that page of swords, okay? Standing still with that sword. His hair is blowing, the trees behind him are blowing, and there's a group coming towards him. It's as if he can't even see that group coming towards him. But there is a need here. It's standing in his truth, and that's what he's yielding, is his truth, right? He's looking into the future, but look behind him. There's a storm brewing, and there's a whole posse coming towards him, for better or for worse. Pay attention to the signs. The birds and he can't see none of that. He's looking straight ahead. Pay attention to the signs. And if you're getting to know somebody, it's somebody new, really get to know them. Really get to know them. Because right now, regardless, do not wash anything, because this is not the time yet for you, Taurus, okay? Do not wash anything. Be assertive. Speak your truth. Try to find things. If you think someone is hiding something to you, ask the right questions, okay? Ask the right questions. And you don't have to be mean about it. You can be gentle about it, but still probe and pay attention to the answers you receive and how the answers are being relayed to you. That's a message for you, Taurus, for this time period. Please come back next week for the next set of reading. And thank you so much for your continued support. And I was about to say something to you that just escaped me here. But anyways, please comment, like, subscribe, and share your stories if you feel like it. I really would like to hear. And as always, remember, love is the only answer. Thank you, Taurus. Bye.